guys. I was going to make another video about thanking my subscribers and things like that, or that sort of thing. But anyway, I've just read that it's Mandela Day today, Nelson Mandela Day. So I thought as an anti-imperialist myself, I thought I'd make this video, especially for people from South Africa or people who are supporters of South Africa or friends of South Africa. Obviously, anyone's welcome to watch any of my videos, of course, and I appreciate any view, shares, likes, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so I didn't know it was Nelson Mandela Day today, but I think he was born like 102 years ago. So yeah, that's why it's today, because it was his birthday. So anyway, for my fellow South Africans, I've never even been to South Africa, and I don't have any known South African blood. But anyway, as an anti-imperialist, as I say, and someone who's against things like apartheid or extremism or hatred or anything like that, I thought I'd love to, and someone who supports especially South Africa, although at the moment I'm mainly focusing on supporting Native Americans, I thought I'd go a bit off that sort of topic at the moment to support, and I hope maybe Native Americans will support South Africa and vice versa, like especially South Africans of colour or from diverse areas. And I think it'd be great to support software in South Africa and things like that, and that sort of thing, and SMEs and startups, SMEs, businesses, and empowerment and success and that sort of thing, to hopefully help South Africa become a success, and maybe even celebrate some of their sports. And I'd love to be able to support South Africa in the future as well. So anyway, as I said before, as I've just heard that it's Nelson Mandela Day today, I thought I'd make a video, especially for South Africans, especially South Africans of colour, or South Africans who believe in diversity and peace and love and all that kind of thing. Excuse me. And especially my fellow mixed race people in South Africa, the coloureds, as they're called, and Asians, and also, as I say, South Africans of colour, like black, Asian, mixed race, and that sort of thing. And again, I'd love other people of colour, like Native Americans, to support South Africans, and possibly like support each other, network together. And yeah, so this was not really planned, as you probably can tell, but I've often thought of it. I'd love to have like things in honour of Nelson Mandela, like things like theme parks, software support, especially, and supporting businesses, especially like people to start their own business, SMEs, and businesses to grow and things like that across South Africa, especially in Nelson Mandela's honour, and to make up for the fact that they had apartheid, sort of like reparate them. And a lot of money was taken out of South Africa when people were boycotting apartheid, which helped to end apartheid, and probably people of all different backgrounds did that and worked on that. So I think it'd be great to see more investment now put into South Africa. Like I think Barclays, they were like a part of supporting apartheid at the time, and I know it was a long time ago, kind of. Well, it wasn't that long ago anyway, but it was in the past. Obviously, there's not much they can do about it now, I suppose, but they could try and make up for it by like offering stationery and equipment and funding for small businesses and SMEs, helping people set their own businesses, start their own business plans, and grow the businesses and things like that. So that, and also just generally funding those things, and again giving like stationery, maybe equipment for schools, helping software developers in South Africa, and things like, I think banks like Barclays and others that perhaps at the time supported apartheid could now make up for it by supporting the black and mixed race and other people of colour in South Africa, and also diverse areas as well, like even white South Africans today who don't agree with apartheid or who don't agree with separation or division generally. I suppose that would be the same sort of thing. But anyway, because I suppose that's what apartheid was, like separating people and sort of making some people have much more privileged positions. And as far as I can see it, like as far as I'm aware, like the homogenous people were treated terribly badly, and people went out their way to attack them and things like that. So yeah, I think it'd be great to make up for it by helping South Africa. And I love people of colour, like my fellow mixed race people, black people, Asians, and say Native Americans and other groups like all the four, and people who want to see justice as well, supporting South Africa as much as possible. Like as I say, possibly in some certain sports, or like funding for their sports teams, like rugby teams and cricket and things like that. I'm a big Italian football fan, which I know is a bit sort of a strange one for me, because I often say this is quite a mixed up thing about, and I know I've said this before, so please forgive me for repeating myself, but like being mixed race, I say I'm mixed up because I'm an anti-imperialist, but I support Italian football. But as I said before, like I supported them for a long time, but I'd love to see Italy improve relations with South Africa through like football. Like South Africa, South Africa help Italians practice in football, and Italians help to fundraise for like South African software developers and things like that, so training and all that and equipment. So and Italians who are good at software could teach South Africans and things like that. And I love people from India and other places as well to go to South Africa and teach them. Like India has IIT, the Indian Institute of Technology, and I think it'd be great to see the African Institute of Technology, which I hope talks about in the future, as like AIT. But I'd love it, especially to be in South Africa, which is the first country I wanted to support in technology. I think it was first South Africa, and then secondly was Central Africa, and then I thought it would be great to support the whole of Africa. So I hope they will work together in technology, and I hope South Africa will be a hub for all of Southern Africa to meet up and discuss ideas, how they can trade and do business, and what they can learn from each other, and how they can empower each other. Obviously neighbouring Zimbabwe and places like that as well. Hope that made some hope these points made some sense, and yeah, maybe if I had known it was Nelson Mandela Day and I was more organised and I wasn't so demotivated, because I keep like falling asleep during the day and things like that. But if I didn't do that sort of stuff and had more time, and I knew it was Nelson Mandela Day a bit earlier, I would have perhaps made one of my 30-point list videos of ideas to empower South Africa. But I hope to do that in the future. I know I've made a few about South Africa, so please look out for those if you can on my channel. I know I did make them a fair amount of time ago, so but yeah, so in the future I hope to do that, ideas for empowering South Africa. Maybe, hopefully, all being well, Godspeed next year, on this day next year, exactly a year away. Hopefully I'll remember or be reminded or whatever, to make a video about 30 ideas for empowering South Africa, including supporting the software developers, SMEs, startups, or vice versa, and that sort of thing. And again, I'd love to encourage people of colour to support South Africa. Again, especially on behalf of Nelson Mandela. And anyway, I hope you're having a great time wherever you are, and especially if you're a loving person, I wish you the best, and peace and love and all that great stuff. And yeah, so like Italians playing football in South Africa, that's what I was going to say, actually, I nearly forgot. Like maybe in South Africa itself or in Italy or elsewhere, and like they could record the videos, and any money it makes would help South African software, but it's sort of mutually beneficial, because Italians would hopefully have more practice and improve their football.